Hey guys, made a little trip to my local comic shop today. I'd promised my son that we'd go and I'd let him look around. So while he was looking around, I decided I would look around. Checked out their cheap boxes and only came back with with 22 books. But the ones that I got, I was happy to get because quite a few of them were on my list of books that I wanted. So, on to the comics. Got Avengers number... Let me get that over there a little bit. Got Avengers number 30. This was just one of the ones that I needed. This is from the 1998 series. It's Kurt Busiek and some different artists. George Perez is one of them. There's the dumb cat. Anyway, good issues, good artwork, picked it up. Also got number 36, number 52, number 61, number 64, and number 76. Very happy to get those. For some reason, these issues in this series are hard to come by in my area for whatever reason. So I was happy to get those 6 issues to kind of fill in some gaps. Found Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, number 254. This is one I'm very quickly closing in on having a run of Superboy and the Legion from about number... Well, it wasn't Superboy and the Legion in 190. It became Superboy and Legion in like 197. But anyway, I'm very quickly closing the gaps and having a run from about Superboy number 190 to about, I think, 335, 340, somewhere around in there. I'm down to about 8 or 10 issues that I need in that run. And this was one of the ones that I needed, so I was happy to find it. Picked up one issue of Flash. This is number 339. Again, this is for my Flash run that I'm trying to get. And this was one of the ones that I needed. To be quite honest, the issues after about number 300 or so are not some of my favorites. A lot of the stories are kind of hit and miss. This is when DC got Carmine Infantino to come back and draw the Flash. And anyway, I won't go into the history of all of that, but let's just say I don't think he put his best work into this series, and to be honest, it kind of shows. Got Azrael, number 4. Number 5, and I only got number 4 because I wasn't sure if it led into this story with Ra's al Ghul or not, and I didn't want to miss the first part, so picked it up. Got number 50, which is part of No Man's Land, number 57, 58. I just bought that for the cover. That's awesome. And number 59. I won't say I'm a big fan of Azrael. I like the character as it was first presented back in, I believe it was 1994 or so, in the Sword of Azrael miniseries. I like that character, like I said, as it was presented and some of the mythology behind it. The Azrael series really didn't do a whole lot for me, but the artwork in it was actually pretty good, and some of the stories were pretty good. I think it went off the rails a little bit later on, but anyway, picked up these few. All of these came out of the dollar box, and the guy kind of gave me a deal on them. So anyway, picked up a couple of Conan. Got Conan Annual number 10 and Annual number 11. Both of these are dated 1986, but when you open up annual number 11, it actually says 1987. I don't know if that was a misprint or what it was, but anyway, I just picked them up because I like Conan and these were big issues. Got the Avengers number 288. That's a pure cover buy. Thought that was a cool cover, so picked it up. Got GI Combat number 223. I think this one was in the box the last time I was there, but I didn't pick it up because it's got some pretty bad wear across the top of the book. But anyway, for $1, and plus, like I said, he gave me a deal, so thought I'd pick it up. It's a thick book, so it's got a good many stories in it. Got the Legion of Superheroes number 50, pure cover buy. Thought that Time Trapper cover was really cool, so picked it up. And they also had number 51, which that reminds me of an old Flash cover where in big letters it says "Stop, buy this issue or I'll die" or something like that, from the 60s. But anyway, thought this looked pretty cool, so I picked it up. And lastly, I had a copy of Comics Interview number 125. This has got an interview with Denny O'Neil, an interview with Lyle Talbot, who played Lex Luthor in the very first Superman serial back in the 1950s. And it's got some other interviews in it that look to be very interesting. Denny O'Neil is one of those guys that I've got a book that I've gotten signed over the years by just about every old Batman creator, meaning from the beginning up to about 1988 or so. If they drew, wrote, edited, whatever, I've tried to get them to sign it. And one of the very last ones that I needed was Denny O'Neil, because I usually get all of my autographs at Heroes Con in Charlotte. And I kept waiting for him to come and kept waiting for him to come. And anyway, as you know, if you're a comics fan, he passed away here a while back. And so I'll never get that autograph. That kind of disappoints me, but you know, unfortunately that happens. Anyway, that is my haul. Hope you saw something that sparked an interest or something that made you want to go to your local comic shop and rummage through the cheap boxes, see what you can find. Support your local comic shops, guys. When these fellas and ladies go away, it makes it very, very hard for us to find that stuff that we love, that we try to get on the cheap. Now, but everything I buy isn't always cheap, but strangely, the stuff I put on here usually is. But nonetheless, support your local comic shop, even if you don't buy, but $15-20 a month from them, if that much, you know, and encourage your friends who also collect to do the same thing. We need to keep these people around so that we can find this stuff and you know, enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.